Mom, if that's what Seventh-day Adventists are all about, I don't want to be a Seventh-day Adventist. I was about 11 years of age and thoroughly fed up with the hypocrisy that I saw within my very own family. You see, if Christians were supposed to behave in a Christ-like manner, how come sometimes I would be disciplined in absolute anger? How come I would see my dad preach one thing in this pulpit on Sabbath morning and then come home and see something absolutely, totally different in day-to-day life? It just didn't seem to match up, and I was fed up. So my mom guided me through the principles contained within this book. She'd never read Forgive to Live. However, I am amazed at the principles that my mom used, found in this book, to effectively deal with my reasoning and my absolute frustration at the hypocrisy that I saw within this Seventh-day Adventist church. You see, just like the author, Dr. Dick Tibbets, who experienced some very traumatic, rough experiences in life, I'd also, had some rough experiences within the Seventh-day Adventist church. And so I learned how to forgive and to effectively move on in my life, looking to Jesus instead of the people. Now, the author didn't write the book, Forgive to Live, because he was a perfect person and knew perfectly what it meant to live a forgiving life. He worked for many years, over 10 years, for an organization that he put his all and everything into. But then the economy went down, and they hired a new firm to come in and kind of re-engineer their process. He was in the service industry. The major cost is labor. And so they started handing out pink slips, and he got one of those pink slips. He'd done his all. He'd done everything he did, 120% into this business. But he unfairly, in his own opinion, got fired. He thought, no, this can't be. I've got to go talk to management. I've got to go talk to the executives. I've got to find some way to get rehired or something. And it just didn't happen. So he began to, blame all the, managers and the supervisors and the re-engineering company. It's like, I'm unemployed. I'm in trouble, and it was all their fault. And instead of making the choice to get better, he became bitter. He eventually found a new job at a different company, but found it very difficult to move on and to invest his all in this new company. Because what if they just handed him another pink slip? What would happen? Like, he found that he lacked energy. He went to the doctor. His blood pressure was sky high. And his wife said, honey, I think you need to learn how to forgive. You see, forgiveness is a choice. It's not easy. We can reframe the past. We can move forward in life, past our hurts, past the difficulties that we've been through. And this book, Forgive to Live, helps you do just that. The workbook, the textbook, Forgive to Live, was printed in 2006. It's still printed. It's in the self-help category. It's 173 pages long, so it's not a bad read. It has a workbook that goes along with it, and called a Forgive to Live workbook. You can get them for about $10 for the textbook and $5 for the workbook off of Amazon.